T-Mac is tough to guard.
So the Pelicans win the tip. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. And it's Plumlee in at the 5.
And as we've watched him...
Here's Westbrook. Outside, George. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw tonight. And here are the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. And here's Plumlee. Right side, Leonard. For Ingram. Leonard, no luck.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
McCollum kicks to Johnson. Westbrook with the block.
Wow, Russell Westbrook, when he's engaged defensively, he can send it back.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
One passes to Valanciunas. Here's Johnson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And you knew this team would make some noise in the postseason. Great to see MP get more than just a taste of the playoffs.
Yeah, huge, isn't it? Such a valuable thing to have as a rookie. Here's hoping MP is absorbing every moment. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Boy, that's the length of Jonas Valanciunas on the defensive end. Not easy to get a shot over the 7-footer.
Passes to Johnson, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Tyronn Lue.
He said it's all about confidence for our guys, the belief in ourselves that we belong here. So he spoke about the importance of gaining the early momentum in this series. And the best way to get that momentum is to come out and steal game 1 on the road.
Thank you, David. Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Johnson, bucket is good.
Well, there's a comfortability for Kawhi Leonard in the mid-range. Boy, he can catch his rhythm right there.
Ingram outside. It's Williamson, top of the key. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Ingram outside. Up top, Valanciunas. Kicks it to Williamson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Williamson's got 7 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Outside, George. And taken away by Johnson. To the middle. Here's McCollum. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great ball movement there.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 9 points. George against Johnson. And it's George missing. The Pelicans have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Westbrook against Johnson. Over Westbrook. Here's Valanciunas. And that one, good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Here's Westbrook. Outside, George. It's up a three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Now here's McCollum. Takes it off the glass. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Westbrook passes to George. Plumlee with it. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Leonard with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. Nobody near George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Well, the defense always so attentive to Russ, and he knows, okay, you're going to send defensive attention my way. I will find an open teammate.
Now here's McCollum. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Back to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Plumlee with the steal. Now George. And that one's good. Westbrook.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Pass to Johnson. And Johnson with the stop.
And what way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Kept alive. Plumlee uses the glass that time, and it's good. Plumlee's got his second basket of the game.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Paul George with the steal. Leonard against Ingram. Outside for George. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 6 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Leonard with no one around. Off target from three-point range. New Orleans leading by 5. Here's Johnson. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Leonard. Back to George. Batum trying to break loose. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by George.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
He was all alone on that one. He has 5.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Westbrook dishes to Plumlee. Back to Westbrook. Pass to George. Over Johnson. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Ingram outside. And play stops. This on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the Pelicans making a change. Murphy's checked in.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Both teams will make substitutions. The Pelicans trail. Now the pass to Johnson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to go on Norman Powell. For New Orleans, they have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And Johnson drops them both.
Boy, really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Passes it to George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
What we know about Paul George is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Alvarado passes to Jones. Down low. Here's Johnson. It's good. That basket is now 5 for 9.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Outside, George. Pass to Highland. Right side, Leonard. He feeds it to George. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Alvarado. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Zubac. No one around him. That 3 off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the basket by Johnson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Clippers trail by 6. George passes to Highland. And here is Zubac. George looking over the floor to stop the run. Johnson with the block. One-on-one fast break. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Murphy. And it's an 8-point Pelican lead. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And so here's New Orleans. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Here's Alvarado. He kicks to Murphy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell with the steal. It's stolen by Nance. Finished off the break.
So they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. 7-point differential. Pass to Highland. Now here's George. Right side Leonard. Here's Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the team like that. That's your only option.
First trip to the line for him here. Mann's checked in for Los Angeles. And both free throws good for Zubac. Pelicans leading by 5. Outside, Jones. On the pass to Johnson. Back to Jones. And there's the feed to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Passes it to Powell. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Highland. Nothing out on the scoreboard for him. And Leonard gets it to go.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Alvarado passes to Johnson. Drops in the layup for 2. Johnson's got 18 points in the game.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
A 3 from Leonard. No good that time. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. 7-point differential. Pass to Highland. Now here's George. Right side Leonard. Here's Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. 3 from Leonard. No good that time. 3 from Leonard. 3 from Leonard. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
We've got Johnson. He's out there with McCollum. Ingram is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Murphy in at the 4. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He scored an amazing number of points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Johnson outside. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Powell for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Johnson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
New Orleans shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Johnson shooting 1.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Powell. Here's Mann. Clippers moving the ball around. To end the run, Plumlee trying to break loose. Westbrook, no good. Pelicans leading by 13. Inside, Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Powell, following the score by New Orleans. Batum for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson in the post. Batum's there.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
And the Clippers miss again.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Here's Johnson. Williamson trying to free himself up. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist from Ingram.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
George is checked in for Norman Powell. Clippers trail by 17. Pass to George. Shoots the 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that one, good. And now it's 27 points for Johnson.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Westbrook. Over McCollum. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway. Westbrook's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by New Orleans.
Here's Johnson. Up and in on the layup. And And the Pelicans lead by 19.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's stolen by Johnson. 4-on-3 break. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Pelicans leading by 21. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Russell Westbrook. For New Orleans, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
For your Pelicans, Johnson.
And the first one drops. And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Mann, covered by Johnson. Mann gets the bucket.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Johnson left side. Here's Valanciunas. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Westbrook passes to George. Back to Westbrook. It's Covington on the wing. Here's Mann. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. So for the
substitution on the court.
1:05 left to play here in the half. Powell kicks to Leonard. It's not going to go for him. And New Orleans will come the other way. Murphy inside. He's guarded by Plumlee. Murphy can't hit.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
A floater and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You give this guy an opportunity, and Norman Powell doesn't need a lot of encouragement. The defense a little late there, so he'll go to the charity stripe.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The free throw drops for Powell.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
And the Pelicans making a change. Williamson's checked in.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting for LA.
No good on the second free throw. Pelicans leading by 18. Here's Jones. It's good. Jones has got 8 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Johnson surveying the floor. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out the quarter with a
73. The Clippers 53.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
I mean, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Batum is out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point. They get it back. Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Now here's McCollum. To the inside. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 5 here tonight. Clippers trail by 20. Westbrook passes to Leonard. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Plumlee. Outside for George. Batum trying to break loose. Offline with his 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's Williamson missing. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker at the break. George, no good.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
But Kawhi Leonard's strength through contact, one of the real problems you've got to deal with as a defender.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
All night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
The Pelicans have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And that one falls for Johnson. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Outside, George. The pass to Leonard. Outside, Batum. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position. Draws contact there.
Pelicans leading by 20. McCollum outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Passes it to Williamson. Shoots over Batum. They get it again. Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Here's Leonard. Plumlee trying to break loose. And it's Leonard missing. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Williamson trying to free himself up. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Leonard, the pass to Westbrook. Now Plumlee. Back to Westbrook. The tray. And they recover it. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
On defense, New Orleans. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Batum for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Johnson against George. Johnson can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Plumlee trying to break loose, and it's Leonard missing.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Got that one up quick. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And one of those nights where Kawhi Leonard just decides, I'm going to take over.
Wound up there for Johnson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And taken away by Johnson. Williamson trying to free himself up. Johnson can't get it to go. To the paint. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
To the middle. That's good from Johnson on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got his 7th assist in the game. The Clippers shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Outside, George. Leonard inside. He's covered by Ingram. Step back on that one and let it fly. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Kawhi Leonard is efficient with his shooting form. Makes it look easy right there.
New Orleans moving the ball around. No good from Valanciunas. L.A. has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And that one's good. Westbrook. Westbrook's got 8 points.
I think you've got to admire the court awareness of Russell Westbrook, because if you give him a window on the drive, he's going to take it for sure.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Leonard. He's got 25. And it's slammed in by Plumlee. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Right side, Westbrook. Over McCollum. Westbrook, no good. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. McCollum kicks to Johnson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 44.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Back to Westbrook. Outside for George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist here tonight. McCollum outside. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Pass to George. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Now here's Leonard. He dishes it to Batum. Here's George. Johnson with the block. They recover it. A clear look for George. They shoot again. And there's the nice layup by Plumlee. Plumlee's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
They get it back. Tries again. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Ron Gomez trying to break free. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation. capitalizing.
Past a man from outside the arc. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Pelicans leading by 23. Johnson at the elbow. Another bucket. Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his third foul so far. Los Angeles calls timeout. MP's really making a difference here.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy's scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
Who wants a t-shirt?
Robert Covington's checked in with the Clippers.
Robert Covington.
Here's Zubac. The pass to Highland. Six to shoot. Shoots. Los Angeles with another miss.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Cullen passes to Murphy. Down low, Johnson takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Johnson's got 56 points in the game. Clippers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Highland. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Mann, and it's blocked.
Larry Nance twice on the pipe says no, sir.
Mann can't hit.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Johnson with the stuff.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here's Johnson. And another one falls. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
1:15 left in the third quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And again, the Clippers turn it over. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez.
Pelicans. Herbert Jones.
1:07 left in the third quarter. McCollum dishes to Johnson. Murphy passes to Nance. New Orleans moving the ball around. Good, that's another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Highland. Powell down low. Working on Jones. The shot by Powell, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson down low, and the layup is good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Up top, Powell, defended by Jones. The shot by Powell, no good. From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Substitution
Making
on
some
the court.
changes here. George against Johnson. Kicks to Daniels. Inside. And he banks in the layup.
That's one thing about Willie. He has no trouble being aggressive, particularly when operating close.
We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Marshall in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Again, what an avalanche!
Putting on a scoring clinic.
And a historic night, GA, closing in on top rankings all-time in single-game playoff scoring. I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And a drive like that one could be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Down low. Here's Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 assists in the game.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Now here's Westbrook. He kicks to George. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the drive. And then George with the jam.
You know, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. He got it again. Sensational.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. The Clippers shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy.
And another one.
I mean, when have you seen a player get this hot in a playoff game?
I don't know, GA. I know this, though. He now ranks 3rd all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning. George, no good.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
And that's about maximum range for an alley-oop, guys. It's got to be.
That's just crazy. Absolutely nuts. Westbrook surveying the D. It's George on the wing, covered by Johnson. Westbrook kicks to George. George double teamed, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And so it's New Orleans with it. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on an 18-6 run. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Yet another bucket.
And he's now playing the 2nd most points ever in a playoff game.
Boy, he is really taking advantage of the defense. Nobody's been able to contain him. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. And here are the Clippers now. Outside Gordon. There's the dish to Morris. Pass to Boston. Outside Gordon. 5 to shoot. Deep. The offensive rebound. Pass to Boston from downtown. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
And there's the pass to Boston. Back to Gordon. Passes to Zubats. Over Hayes. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Marshall with it, working on Zubats. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Mann. Takes it inside, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
15 foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a way to start the series. If this game is any indication, he's going to be an unstoppable force the next few games. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. To the inside. Here. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the middle. Here's Boston. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Another one goes. Incredible.
81 for the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
there is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Man passes to Zubats. Here's Boston. A three-pointer off the mark. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Clippers. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a week.
And good. He hits it again.
His scoring tonight, just mind-blowing.
And he's nearing first all-time in scoring in a playoff game. Unbelievable. Morris outside. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Morris. 5 on the clock. And they'll get another chance.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. 40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Marshall. Here's Alvarado. Hernan Gomez passes to Marshall. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Johnson. Ron Gomez trying to break free. Johnson's shot is off. Here's Gordon. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Zubac. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Up there for Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.